Shalom, Kal Halal, Wahawala, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Baha, Rechaha Kodash. Double honor goes out to the venerable apostles of the Great Millstone, GMS, who rule and teach well in the scriptures and who are our true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the Bayath Shah Dawadah, which is the house of David, the tabernacle of David, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, beginning with the 144,000, the governing body. Adawan Ratazah, that is to say, Lord willing. So, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. So, welcome to another episode of the MOTB, all right, update, which is the RFID macro C hip, all right, the mark of the beast, all right, and this digital all will indeed replace the current fraction reserve, petrodollar, okay, which is, depreciating by the millisecond of every day, all right, by the way of these BRICS nations, all right, the BRICS coalition, all right, and international trade will further diminish, the power of the petrodollar as well, man. Okay, so that's gonna further contribute to, war provocations as well. Okay, by the wicked elite. Okay, by their puppets. Okay, you know, and these wars, they cost money, of course. All wars are bankers' wars. Don't forget that. Okay, so this will further, skyrocket hyperinflation. Okay, which will eventually lead to the CHIP being made, mandatory, on a global scale, on a global level. Okay, so I've got this article from Euronews. It's fairly recent. It was last month, dated 25th of the 6th, 25th of June, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Okay, and I've also got another article from End Time Headlines. Okay, that I believe was dated on July the 11th. Okay, that was more recent. Okay, and it's all centered around the same thing. Okay, this important Bible prophecy. All right, so yep, this is from Euronews, and you can see the headline. It says British teen receives world's first epilepsy device implant. Okay, it says it took 7 hours for neurosurgeons at London's Great Ormond Street Hospital to fit this brain implant. So this is over here in the UK, England. A British teenager with severe epilepsy has become the first child in the world to receive a brain implant to control his seizures. Doctors at London's Great Ormond Street Hospital fitted a neurostimulator under a 13-year-old Oren Knowlson's skull. It sends electrical signals deep into the brain and has reduced his seizures by around 80%. Okay, after years of having up to 300 seizures a day, his mum Justine said, I feel like I'm getting my child back a little bit by bit. It's going to take time, but for the first time in 10 years, we actually have hope. 3 more children will soon take part in the UK trial, which has been described as a game changer by experts, man. So, there we have it. All right. So it's becoming an ongoing trend with this MOTB technology. Okay, Neuralink. All right, etc. This is Esau's false miracles and lying wonders that he conjures up to deceive the people, man, to deceive the masses. Okay, condition the world, right? So they can marvel after this beast. All right. So when Jacob's trouble comes, which, all right, will affect everyone, all right, and greatly affect the descendants of Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel, after wrestling with the angel, all right, and the Lord's chosen people today, all right, the descendants of Jacob are, you know, you so-called Negroes and indigenous people of North, Central, and South America, right, that make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, okay, along with the speckled bird Israelite foreigners, all right. So yeah, ultimately Jacob's trouble will affect everyone, all right, and 2/3 of our people in America, these heathen, all right, are gonna perish, man. Before doing so, that they're gonna lean upon their own understanding, all right, by way of following Esau's false perception, of liberty and justice, for all, okay. And that actually makes me think of this scripture right here. It reminded me of this scripture in the book of Luke, chapter 9, if it gets there. Let's get Blue Letter Bible. All right. Because anyone that takes this MOTB on the soil of America, all right, it's gonna be destroyed, man. Okay. And these heathens that don't want to go back to their own native homeland, right, that want to stay in USA, okay, which is destined for destruction, well, they're gonna be destroyed there. Okay. So Luke chapter 9, uh, and verse 23. And he, Yahushua, said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. Verse 24. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it. All right. For what is it a man advantage if he gain the whole world and lose himself or be cast away? You see? So these people, man, right, along with 2/3 in America, they will look to save their carnal lives in the midst of pestilence and famine and the sword. Okay, they look to save their riches and wealth, the things that the so-called have on this side. All right, okay, and they're going to take the sea hip. All right, and ultimately, all right, they're going to be shamed. Okay, so they're going to hold on to these things, man, especially during a time of civil unrest. Okay, a scarcity of food and water, a scarcity of resources. Okay, people fighting each other over that, man. Okay, then this devil will then swoop in like Superman, right, to save the day. All right, by presenting this micro C hip as the solution to this problem. Okay, but if you receive that digital all, then you will suffer greatly for it, man. Okay, grievous sorrow will come upon those that take the C hip. Okay, mentions that in Revelation chapter 16. Okay, and if you take this device whilst in America, then you will burn in the lake of fire. Okay. Revelation chapter 16, verse 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth. And the first went out and poured his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. Okay. And like we always do when we go into that word sore, the Greek word, okay, goes into the Greek word G1668, helkos.
Strong's G1668, Helkos. Helkos.
A wound, especially a wound producing a discharge, pus, a sore, and ulcer. In other words, cancer. Okay. All right. Cancer, blisters, pus coming out of your body, out of your hand, everywhere. Okay. If you take that C hip, man. Okay. That is a foreign body. Okay. It's not meant to be inside the human body whatsoever. All right. Let's get Revelation 13 as always, and get verse 16. Sorry. Okay, and it reads, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, a charagma, in the right hand on their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. When you go into the word mark in the Greek, it's charagma. Okay, and that's that device, the electronic tag. Okay, the mark branded upon horses, thin carved, sculpture, graven work. That's right. The mark stamped on the forehead of the right hand is the badge of the followers of the anti-Messiah. Okay, so these fleshly pleasures that he has utilized to sensationalize the minds of these worldly people will cause them to save their lives by taking the MOTB. Okay, and 2/3 are, I'm going to do the same. All right, all this was prophesied in the Holy Scriptures, man. Okay, it was all prophesied in the Holy Scriptures. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3 says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. And we're clearly at the end, man. Just look around. Okay, and not lie. It's not lying, man. Though it tarry, though it seems like it's delaying, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And we're here pretty much, man. Constant, updates regarding this technology is always, coming out. Okay, it wasn't so, many years ago. All right, and now it's just off. It's frequent. You see, it's ever so frequent. and it's so clear what it is as well, man. It's clear that it's a C, it's an RFID micro C hip, all right? It's not a spiritual mark, all right? It's not an embargo. It's not Christianity. It's not sleeping with, you know, Caucasian women, all right? It's a C hip, and it's plain and simple. And if you can't see it, then the Lord has blinded you spiritually, or you've taken a bag. Either you know it, you took the bag and sold out, or the Lord has just blinded you. Okay, so yeah. And on this C hip, man, okay, like we always mention, it will contain, people's banking records, your biological makeup, your personal history, your criminal records, financial and transaction history, so on and so forth. Okay, that's all going to be on that. All right. Nice. When we go to this other article, Lord willing, it works. All right. That's just Satan trying to hamper this lesson. All right. It's from endtimeheadlines.org. Okay. So bear with me as it loads up. You know. There we are. Many adverts on there, man. Slows up the web page. So yeah, Elon Musk, Neuralink, all right, prepares for second human trial. All right, Neuralink plans to implant its device into a second human patient in about a week, according to the company's founder Elon Musk. On the social media platform X, formerly Twitter, Elon shared that the company aims to have high single digits of patients with the device by the end of the year. Okay. He and several Neuralink executives discussed the brain's C-HIP's capabilities and future potential, such as treating paralysis and memory loss. They also addressed improvements for future surgeries to prevent issues encountered during the first implantation on Arizona man Noland Arbor. That's that diver that had that incident, okay, and was paralyzed. Musk emphasized that the long-term goal is to reduce the civilizational risk posed by AI, artificial intelligence, by fostering a closer symbiosis between human intelligence and digital intelligence. Okay, so again, man, they want to play the Most High. They have that God complex of treating paralysis and memory loss, through this piece of technology. Okay, you see. And when Yahushua was healing people, did he use this technology? Nope. All right. So this is where we're at. So let's get Second Thessalonians chapter 2. Okay. We'll start at verse 9. Straight to the point. And it reads, even him whose coming is after the working of Shaitan with all power and signs and lying wonders. All right, lying wonders. That's the key phrase here. Okay, so these people, they love darkness anyway. They love sin. They love to commit iniquity upon iniquity. All right, this light, the light of this gospel is a burden unto them. Okay, and it exposes their wicked deeds, man. All right, and a lot of people are gonna fall for this. All right, they're gonna marvel at it, man. All right, because these are the false miracles of E. All right, of him. All right, trying to cure you. All right. And this is one of the reasons why the USA will be decimated via nuclear missiles, man. Thermonuclear fire radiation, right, from America's enemies, okay, and even its own allies, okay. Alongside those high-powered concentrated laser beams coming from the chariots of the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, right, and the angels, okay. So America's enemies and its own allies are going to turn on them and shoot ICBM missiles on them, man, okay, as well as you know laser beams from the chariots, all right. And this place, man, it's out of order. America's out of order, man. Okay. So yeah, those lying wonders, right? Those so-called miracles, i.e., the benefits of taking this RFID micro C hip, all right? There's people who have already undergone the procedure of being, surgically implanted with that device, all right, to try and get rid of those, ailments and things like that, all right. It's popular in Sweden, okay. A lot of these ailments, some were born with already, okay. They took that procedure, to reverse those problems. So perilous times are coming, man. Okay. This is Edom's way of playing God on earth, right, through his devices. And artificial intelligence, being the framework of this mark of the beast, man. All right. So yeah, there's many traps and snares, and the masses are gonna fall for that. All right. Let's get Revelation chapter 14. And we'll start at verse 8. All right. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon, right, America, is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, right, of Western philosophies. Okay. So Babylon is a code word for America. All right. Verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, his righteous anger. Okay, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, which is Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. Okay, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Okay, and this ain't no mythological hellfire, right, according to Esau's cunningly devised deceptive fables. Okay, these damnable heresies. Okay, which is primarily taught within the false prophet, the Roman Catholic Church. Okay, it's not talking about that. Rather, it's talking about the second death, that lake of fire that will happen in Babylon the Great America as a result of the nuclear fire radiation that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shah will use to consume those that take the sea hip. Okay, so this is where we are on a prophetic timeline. Okay, so we're very, very close to the Messiah's return, man. Okay, so I'm going to end the lesson there. Lord willing, this was edifying to whoever was watching and listening. Okay, in closing, Kal Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Kwame Asherala, Wa Mawatha Babal. Okay, we must continue to dope curses upon Babylon the Great, man. Okay, so Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Baha, Rakah, Kodash, Babuksha, Babuksha, Babukasha, Shalak, Rayam, Wa, Ainashim, Wa, Abadium, Wa, Haragium, Wa, Mashapatium, upon Babylon. Okay, Babuksha, the water, Watuabu Aman. Okay, with that, Shalom.